At a quick glance, what does this picture show? It looks like someone has been buried with their smartphone. Hey, I'm Alex Lam, and in this episode of Stories of the World, we'll be talking about the 2,000-year-old smartphone lookalike belt. Now, we'll talk about the history of the belt buckle in a minute, but what's interesting is that I bet majority of you thought that this was a smartphone at a quick glance. But why is that interesting? It shows that smartphones have become such an integral part of our lives that we wouldn't be surprised if someone was to be buried with their smartphones. Now, I know for a fact, we all would know someone that would take their phones to their grave. And the thought of that is just insane. I mean, let's all think about it. The iPhone came out in 2007, and in a little over a decade, it's become almost a necessity in our daily lives. I just wanted to talk about that first because I hope that realization amazes you as much as it amazes me. So let's get to the story. The belt buckle was found in 2016 at Alatay Necropolis, a man-made reservoir on the Yenisei River upstream of Russia's largest power plant. The smartphone-like belt buckle was discovered in a burial site known as the Russian Atlantis in mountainous Republic of Tuva. The belt buckle measures 18 centimeters by 9 centimeters. It's made from gemstone jet, ornamented with turquoise, carnelian, and mother of pearl. Chinese Wuzhou coins decorated the woman's belt, helped scientists date it back to 2,137 years when the coins were first minted. The skeleton found in the same grave as the belt buckle was named Natasha by archaeologists. The items that were found with Natasha indicated that she was a designer who worked in leather. Now at this point, many of you guys are thinking it's an old belt buckle, so what? Alright, let's compare the belt buckle with other belt buckles around this era, and let's see if you guys can notice anything interesting. So I hope you guys noticed, the design of the belt buckle is really unique. The minimalistic geometric design is, in my opinion, extremely ahead of its time. The Wuzhou era is around 118 BC, and during that time, the culture was very different. So for Natasha to come up with design is absolutely fascinating. Minimalism wasn't even a thing back then. Minimalism was developed in USA in the 1960s. So what Natasha created was very unique for its time. And for people close to her, to pick this belt buckle to bury with her can be interpreted in an infinite amount of ways. But I think Natasha was a trendsetter. So here's a question for you guys. What do you think of the belt buckle? Would you wear it? Now personally, if it was made with some modern material and made a little smaller, I totally would. I mean, it's really subtle. You could put, some shiny white diamonds in there instead of the gemstones. And I think it's just super fashionable if I do say so myself. So that's the story of the 2,000-year-old belt buckle that looks like a smartphone. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys want to hear more stories. Also, be sure to check out my previous videos. I'm Alex Lam, and this is Stories of the World.